consumer price data released today, it shows a slight drop in inflation. In December, the consumer price index fell 0.1%, the largest monthly drop since April 2020.
The CPI measures the cost of a broad range of consumer goods and services. News 5's Ashley Portillo joining us in studio now with more on the latest numbers and how this is impacting consumers in southern Colorado. Ashley.
Yeah, so this does mark the sixth straight month that we've seen a year-over-year inflation rate drop. And while prices do remain high, I'm told we likely won't see significant changes in the prices of goods just yet.
New consumer price data released today shows a slight drop in inflation, but not everyone is feeling the impacts.
It seems like prices are still up. I haven't really seen a drop in anything.
The big categories keeping inflation high are energy and food prices. Electricity up over 14% from December 2021, and dairy prices up over 15%.
It's definitely been tough with groceries in the past few months. My wife and I have definitely noticed it.
The CPI report shows that the inflation rate rose 6.5% year over year in December. That's a drop from November when it was at 7.1%. But the slight decrease won't make a big difference for you just yet.
So it doesn't really mean we're necessarily going to see prices go down for any goods. We'll just see the rise being smaller than it was in previous years.
Joe Craig is the interim director for the UCCS Economic Forum. He says these numbers were as expected because of what the Federal Reserve is doing by increasing interest rates to moderate inflation. And you'll likely feel the impacts of the Fed's actions next year.
My guess is a year or two, right? Okay, so which is probably not the answer most people want to hear.
Inflation last June was more than 9%, the highest in 40 years.
We've been looking for inflation to start coming down, right? The president has understood that high prices are tough on families.
Heather Boucher is an economic advisor for President Joe Biden. She says the latest reports are steps in the right direction. And she also credits actions taken by the Biden administration.
Doing the things that the president is focused on to affect energy prices has been a really important piece of the puzzle. Getting those down has been core to seeing prices fall over time.
This is the last inflation report before the Federal Reserve meets later this month. The panel is set to decide whether to increase interest rates again to further reduce inflation. Allison.
Ashley.